admire someone only to realize slowly that they're manipulative and that they're manipulating you. Maybe it was your friend, maybe it was your roommate, maybe it was your husband, maybe it was your partner, maybe it was your parents. Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel where we talk about things that you have been stashing away for a long time. In today's topic, we will talk about something really scary that happened to a lot of people, and why do manipulative or narcissist people target people-pleasing people? Why narcissist insults you? Why do they do that? So first, let's talk about insults. You might think that narcissist words reflect reality. You might think that whatever they're saying to you, that's your reality. Like calling you ugly, like calling your job bad, calling your life sorry, or criticizing or mocking your financial situation. But let me tell you something that has really hit on me recently, that their insult are almost about themselves. They are never about you. Never about you. They are about their insecurities. Narcissist insecurity. The friend who is a narcissist, the friend you are not admitting is a narcissist, who is completely mocking your life over and over again. For example, a narcissist with a color complex wound might attack your skin tone or your beauty. Like, they have been wounded all their life by people calling them ugly, and now they project that insecurity onto you by calling you ugly. Not because it's true. They might say that because they want to feel superior about you. Their insults are again projections of their inner pain, of their envy, of their fear, not a reflection of who you are as a person. We have to also understand their charm and their false confidence. The narcissist often appear as someone who is more confident than you, who's very magnetic. The trick is that they know how to chant people, they know how to grab people's attention, and they know how to make you admire them. They know that, and that's the catch. Like, what look like confidence is most of the time performance. So for instance, they may constantly praise themselves, right? They may act entitled. They may skip the lines, they may act dominant, they may exaggerate their charm, they may exaggerate their social intelligence. So the one new thing that I have learned about confidence is that real confidence, it is quiet. Real confidence is grounded. Real confidence is respectful. But when it comes to a narcissist confidence, it's all about energy hijacking. It's all about manipulation. It is like, you can see the difference once you have lived or once you have experienced a narcissistic person in your life. If you are in the building phase of your life, like if you are trying to build your confidence, if you're trying to build your self-esteem, if you're trying to do something about your life, but you're still in that people-pleasing phase where you are so unaware about yourself, it is very easy to admire them. And it's not because they are generally impressive, it's because that they show the qualities that you wish you have or you had. Why do they attack your strengths? When you outgrow a narcissist, when you start to become your own person, when you start to grow, when you start to shine yourself, and when you start to express yourself, these people, they panic. They literally panic. They accuse you of things that you cannot even fathom to think. They will say that you're copying me. They will say that, oh, you are loud. Oh, when you start to smile a lot, they will actually belittle your abilities. They will try to quiet down your expression. Trust me, it has happened to me. Someone you're living with might criticize your singing, your hobbies. When you try to sing, they will try to shush you out. They will try to tell you, oh, lower your voice, oh, do not talk like that. Or they might say, oh, you're so loud. They may push you, try to do things that will make you move out of the space that you're in, or they will try to do things with you or try to constantly check your boundaries. Why? Because the authenticity that you have, it exposed the constructed fragility of their self-image that they have created in themselves. The moment you stop being impressed or controlled by them, they lose their power. They panic. They panic that their insult increase as a literally desperate attempt to regain some kind of a dominance that they want over you. Let's get practical. If you live with a person who have narcissistic traits, or you deal with manipulative people on daily basis, I am going to give you common tactics like to handle complaints about anything, like cleanliness, like routine, like noise, or anything. So anything that they might want to project on you, we are going to mentally reframe. Like, we are going to say to ourselves, it's a projection, it is not truth. We are going to respond calmly. We are going to use some lines that we have, or we are going to detach easily, like emotionally. We are going to lower our voice for them, and then we're going to continue living our life without even them caring. And we are going to stick to our personal responsibilities. We are going to say neutral things, and we're going to avoid overreaction by emotions, because that's what they're looking for, emotions from you, to see that they still have control over you. For me, it took me a lot of time to understand that, emotions for me was like, how can I let that person talk to me like that? And I kept on giving emotional responses to something that never required an emotional response from me. All it required was to see and ignore. And that has helped me. That has literally reduced the attempts by like going up, and now the graph is so down. You have to carry on your routine. You have to stick what works for you, and you have to tell them in a boundary setting way that this is what is working for me, and please keep your things to yourself, and let's not talk about that or something. Because narcissistic people, they keep on testing your boundaries. You have to stay factual, you have to stay unapologetic, and you have to not give any emotional fuel to them, because that's what tells them that you are still up for grab. When you stop giving emotional tools, you give them a message, a clear, bold message that you're not easily to be controlled now, and that you cannot be controlled. Can they really find love, or they fathom friendships? The answer is literally complicated. So they often define their love as utility and admiration, not as an intimacy. They might get obsessed over a person. They're attracted to people who enhance their image. If someone challenges their image or sheer vulnerability, they cannot be attracted to them. And they may set like impossible standards to like looks, status, wealth, and the relationships are often short-lived because they cannot handle flaws. So for someone like who will call you ugly, and someone who have like color complex wound, fair-skinned or confident people may trigger them. Like, they may trigger the envy or shame that they felt as a child. The friendship and their relationship both are conditional for them, and the true peace, respect, emotional connection, it really needs serious work, like self-work. They have to first recognize. Can you call a narcissist person narcissist? No, they do not. The short answer is no, because it threatens their fragile ego, the image that they have built for themselves. It removes their control over your perception. Like, most of them, they will respond with anger, they will respond with denial, they will respond with projection, or even further manipulation. Some of them may feel like a slight tinge of satisfaction, but they will never admit it to. So the more powerful is to observe and then set your boundaries, and then label them directly that this is my boundary, do not test it. The bottom line is, narcissists thrive on attention, admiration, and control. But once you see their manipulations clearly, once you set firm boundaries, once you stay calm and factual, and you detach emotionally, they cannot hurt you. And your growth, your authenticity, your confidence, it ultimately become your shield. And you have to remember that their word, their envy, their criticism are never about you. They're about their own wound. They're about their own insecurity and their failed attempts to control you. Because your power, it lies in knowing this truth and living unapologetically. If you have experienced manipulation, insults, or narcissistic behavior, remember, you are not the problem. Awareness, boundaries, and self-respect are your tool. So comment below if you have ever dealt with someone like this. How did you handle this? How did you get strong? And don't forget to like, subscribe, and share this video to help others and see their truth about narcissistic behavior. I will see you next time. Until then, bye-bye. Take care.